time for big horsepower and big hair.
You're watching Monster Truck Attitude.
Welcome into the MTA Arena and welcome to Full Throttle 6 here tonight on the MTA YouTube channel. Tonight we have got 16 fan-built custom trucks that are going to be racing right here inside of the MTA Arena. These trucks were built and sent down here to the MTA compound, all of them trying to take home the Full Throttle 6 championship here tonight with the trucks they built and sent right in here to the track. It's going to be an awesome night of side-by-side racing, and right now we're going to jump over and take a look at how round one action breaks down. And up first, we're going to be seeing Mountain Dew take on Cutthroat, Full Bore to take on Troublemaker, Go Wild's taking on Bugging Out, and then Alien takes on Arctic Blast. Other side of your bracket, the Shop Truck takes on No Problem. Then Thrill Seeker set to take on Dirt Crew. Then we're taking a look at Junkhead taking on Bigfoot, and then the Police Truck takes on Apex in our first round matchups. And up first at the line, it's Cutthroat, Wyatt Anderson on the outside lane, taking on Wild Willie and Yahoo Mountain Dew on the inside. Here's the green light down the straightaway. Side by side they go, a good shootout to the finish line. Wild Willie in trouble. What a crash inside of the shutdown area. Wild Willie has ripped the entire rear end out of that truck, and Cutthroat, Wyatt Anderson will take home the win here tonight. What a matchup it was. We're going to go back down and check out the Full Throttle replay. Pretty much even now as they approach the first jump. Watch them fly high over the cars. Cutthroat with a slight lead on the outside. Wild Willie getting wild here tonight. And there goes the rear end out of Mountain Dew. And what an amazing crash. The fans have come unglued here tonight at Full Throttle 6. And as you can tell, our MTA track crew and officials are down there to turn back over the Mountain Dew machine down there inside of the shutdown area. It looks like he just ripped off the left rear tire of the truck, but I know he's got some significant damage done to the rear end. But nonetheless, Cutthroat will move on into our second round here tonight at Full Throttle 6. Now up next at the line, Jason Craddock in Full Bore now on the left-hand side of the screen takes on Sawyer Ramsdale in the Troublemaker. Here's the green light now as both trucks are staged and down the straightaway. Full Bore with a hole shot. Troublemaker trying to come back on him now. A close matchup here tonight at Full Throttle 6. Troublemaker throwing down with Full Bore, and it looked like Jason Sensation Craddock got it over on the outside lane. There's another look at the MTA photo finish. He got it by about a tire length. A good matchup from Troublemaker, but Full Bore goes on into the second round here tonight at Full Throttle 6. Now up next at the line, Rich Wagner debuts the Bugging Out machine. He's taking on Javon Woodrow and Go Wild. Both trucks staged at the line. Here's the green light down off the line. Looks like Go Wild's got a big time lead on him through no man's land, and Go Wild, Javon Woodrow, will pick up a win here tonight in the first round matchups. He'll put Bugging Out on the trailer. A good matchup, and Go Wild just getting the better of the two here tonight. Next up inside of round one, we've got the return of Jim Cartwright in the all-new Alien machine. He's taking on Ethan Wagner inside of Arctic Blast. Both trucks staged. Here's the green light at Full Throttle 6. They're pretty much even now. A good matchup through no man's land, and it's all Jim Cartwright in the Alien as he tags the wall in the shutdown area. Ethan Wagner had him for there for a second, but it came up short as Alien will move on into our second round here at Full Throttle 6. Now that was the first half of round one. We're getting ready to take a look at the all-new Shop Truck taking on No Problem. Thrill Seeker back to take on Dirt Crew. Then we're taking a look at Junkhead taking on Bigfoot. Then the final matchup in round one, Police Truck gets ready to take on Apex. And that's how round one action is going to unfold here in the second half. Now coming up to the line, Rudy Zilligy, you know him as driving Rage out here on the MTA circuit. He's over there in the Shop Truck. Mike Lanford debuts the No Problem Ford Bronco on the inside lane. Who's going to round two? Here's the green light now, and off the line to go. No Problem with the lead on him. Shop Truck trying to make up the ground here. Close matchup, and No Problem turns it over in the shutdown area. Lanford was trying to pull out a save. He put it on two wheels. He just ran out of real estate down there inside of the shutdown area. We go back to the replay. It was Mike Lanford and No Problem who had a good lead on Zilligy. Zilligy now trying to come back in the Shop Truck. Comes up just short, and the No Problem Ford Bronco puts the Bowtie Chevrolet on the trailer, and there you see No Problem indeed had a problem inside of the shutdown area. Next up in round one, Dale Durham returns in the Thrill Seeker with a beautiful paint job. He takes on Dana Gotch in the all-new Dirt Crew Dodge on the outside lane. Green light goes down. The Dodge got the whole shot. Thrill Seeker trying to make up the ground. Now a close matchup here. Don't know who got it. And Dirt Crew is in trouble. He turns it over in the shutdown area over the van stack. What an amazing amazing matchup between Dirt Crew and the Thrill Seeker. We got to go back and check out our MTA replay here tonight. As we take another look at it, Dirt Crew has that slight lead over here on the inside. Thrill Seeker not backing down. He's right there with them. Look at the margin of victory by Dirt Crew by about half of a tire. He puts Thrill Seeker on the trailer. What a great matchup. These boys have definitely built some top-tier custom monster trucks to be racing out here tonight on the MTA YouTube channel, and Dirt Crew turns it over inside of the shutdown area. But up next here in round one, downtown, Mitch Brown returns in Bigfoot. He's going to be taking on Alice Remains and Junkhead on the inside lane. Stage, here's the green light off the line. Bigfoot's got a lead. Junkhead trying to make up the ground, but it's all Bigfoot. What a save by Junkhead over here on the inside lane. Alice Remains putting on a show, but it was all Mitch Brown and Bigfoot. He gets a big win in round one. And next up as we close out round one, Nathan Smith and Apex on the outside. Jeffrey Skipper, the police truck, over here on the inside to close out round one action. Here's the green light. Police truck's got a good lead on him. Apex trying to make up the ground. Nathan Smith with a come from behind victory over Jeffrey Skipper in the police truck. As we go back down and take another look at this between Apex and the police truck here tonight to close out round one, we're going back to the photo finish. Jeffrey Skipper had a lead on him down the straightaway, but Nathan Smith makes a huge come-from-behind victory in the Apex machine. But that was round one. Now we're down to round two. We're down to 8 trucks. We started with 16. We're taking a look at Cutthroat taking on Full Bore. Then Go Wild takes on the Alien. No Problem on the other side of your screen takes on Dirt Crew. And then Mitch Brown's back in Bigfoot. He's going to be taking on Nathan Smith in Apex, who we just saw knock off the police truck in the final matchup of round one. Up at the line right now, Wyatt Anderson and Cutthroat getting ready to take on Jason Craddock and Full Bore. Ford versus Chevrolet in round two. Here's the green light down the straightaway. Anderson got a lead, but here comes Craddock down the inside lane. Another good matchup here in round one as both drivers take it down to the shutdown area wall protection. What a matchup it was between Full Bore and Cutthroat. There's the margin of victory in our photo finish. Wyatt Anderson and Cutthroat will pull it away by about half a truck here tonight inside of round two. Next up in round two, Javon Woodrow returns and Go Wild. He takes on Jimmy Cartwright and Alien on the inside. Here's a green light now as we get set to go down the straightaway, and Alien's got a lead, but Go Wild trying to make up the ground. Javon Woodrow's in trouble. He turns it over in the shutdown area here tonight. A great matchup here in round two, but Jim Cartwright and Alien picks up a big-time win over Javon Woodrow and Go Wild. Next up inside of round two, Mike Lanford returns inside of No Problem. He takes on Danny Gotch and Dirt Crew. Dodge taking on Ford in round two. Here's the green light now, and down the straightaway they go. Pretty much even now as they hit the first jump through no man's land, and Mike Lanford in No Problem. He'll pick up a win, and he'll put the No Problem Ford Bronco in semifinals here tonight at Full Throttle 6. Next up here tonight in round two action, Nathan Smith returning in Apex, taking on downtown Mitch Brown and Bigfoot. Who's going to semifinal action? Here's the green light now as we get set to go down the straightaway. Bigfoot's got a lead on him. Apex trying to make up the ground, but Mitch Brown, Bigfoot tagging the wall. He is on a rail here tonight out of that inside lane. Mitch Brown and Bigfoot puts the Ford Oval Brigade inside of semifinals here tonight. Apex, unfortunately, on the trailer, but an awesome-looking truck we got to witness out here on the MTA circuit. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're jumping over to our semifinal action, and here's how it's going to be breaking down. Wyatt Anderson and Cutthroat. He'll return to take on Jim Cartwright and Alien. Then the other matchup's going to be No Problem. Mike Lanford behind the wheel. He'll take on downtown Mitch Brown inside of Bigfoot. Now up the line right now, Jimmy Cartwright and Alien has been bad fast, but so is Wyatt Anderson and Cutthroat. We're going to see a matchup here tonight. Who's going to the finals? Here's the green light down the straightaway. Alien with a slight lead, but Anderson not giving up. What a ride for Jimmy Cartwright, and Anderson pulling out a nice save in the shutdown area. But how fast was Jim Cartwright and Alien over on the outside lane? A great matchup, and he's going to be going to the finals. Who is he going to meet there? Lanford and No Problem on the outside lane. Mitch Brown and Bigfoot on the inside. A battle of Ford ovals. Here's the green light down the straight track. No Problem with the lead. Bigfoot trying to make up the ground on him. What a matchup it is, and Lanford had some problems as he got over the last jump going across the finish line. And downtown Mitch Brown looks like he may have picked up a victory. But as we go back and look at the Full Throttle replay, as you see the far lane, Mike Lanford and No Problem has a good lead on him. Downtown Mitch Brown and Bigfoot trying to make up the ground here. Problems right there in no man's land for No Problem, and Bigfoot will pick up a win here in semifinal action. So I guess you could say there was a problem for No Problem with a violent hit right there going over the final set of cars. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will set up the final round showdown here tonight in the fan custom build-off here tonight at Full Throttle 6. Jimmy Cartwright and Alien takes on Downtown Mitch Brown and Bigfoot. Both drivers staged up at the line. There you see Mitch Brown and Bigfoot all the way out of Pacific, Missouri. He's ready to rock the house here tonight at Full Throttle 6. Jimmy Cartwright and that wicked, awesome-looking Alien on the inside lane. Who's taking home a victory here at Full Throttle 6? The custom truck build-off, Bigfoot, takes on Alien. It's showtime here tonight at Full Throttle 6. They're even. Alien now with a side lead. Bigfoot coming back. What a ride for Jimmy Cartwright and an Alien machine over here on the inside lane. What a matchup it was. And you can say Jim Cartwright was full throttle tonight. All gas, no brakes. He wanted the win. Here's a look at the replay. Alien now starting to pull a slight lead on Bigfoot down the straightaway. They come into the first jump right here. Alien is full throttle, full set, but Bigfoot's right there with him. Look at the margin of victory. Jimmy Cartwright and an Alien breaks the line first. We're going to take another look at it right there, and he is indeed your winner, but Mitch Brown and Bigfoot was right there with him. Look at the landing at an Alien. He sets it down on the front tires and never lifted until he got over the van stack inside of the shutdown area. What a matchup it was for the finals here tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your custom truck build-off champion and Full Throttle 6 champion, Jim Cartwright and Alien. And ladies and gentlemen, what an awesome night. 16 fan-built trucks absolutely throwing it down here tonight at Full Throttle 6. We appreciate them very much for submitting their trucks, and we appreciate all you fans at home, the great viewers who continue to support the MTA YouTube channel. Thank y'all so much, and we'll catch you down the road.